Time for an upgrade. I need to upgrade one printer I have, so that have a very old board, 8-bit board, is in a 5-stack F6, great board, okay, but I want to try the 32 bits and I want to try the Klipper, and this printer is a printer I have to make some tests, so I will upgrade. The board I decided to buy after checking what the market have to offer at this moment. It was this one, the Manta M4P from BIGTREETECH. Okay, um, so this board is a 32 bits, 64 megahertz, equipped with an STM32G0B1. It comes with bootloader pre-installed. Nice. So what is in the box? As usual, the rubber duck, thank you card, a bag of spare connectors to replace the ones that are pre-installed in the board if they are different from the ones you have in your cables. It's a great thing. And the board. So why did I buy this board? After read and see lots of boards in the market, this one have a thing that I would like to try it, because it allows you to add an extra module here with board-to-board connector that will allow you to install the Klipper. So it will become one single board. This is the idea. You can always use the Raspberry Pi 4 as example externally and use the Klipper there, but they offer this new option to have all in one board using this module. This module is the BIGTREETECH has created a module that they call the CB1, but you can also install here the Raspberry Pi version that is the CM4. Okay, and these two modules have a version with eMMC, that is short for Emble Multimedia Card. This eMMC will avoid the use of the micro SD card where you will install the Klipper. You don't need it. With the MMC version, you can install the Klipper directly to the module, so it will be faster, I'm sure, if you use that version. But for me, it's a bit expensive at the moment, so I ordered the CB1 to test it. In this way, you guys can see the performance of the board with the CB1. We will see the boot loading time, all that things. Okay, so the board have here the SPI display connector, HDMI port, USB Type-C port. This port you can connect here a power bank or mobile phone charger, and it will power up the board. For this to work, you have to place a jumper. Let's focus here. Okay, this jumper here will allow the power, will enable the USB-C port and power up the board. If you don't have here the jumper, you have to connect the power from the main in the board. Is the way you have to work with it. Two USB Type-A ports, Ethernet connectivity. Attention that if you have the CB1 or the Raspberry Pi CM4 module here, you will have the Wi-Fi connectivity. 3 fuses, one 20 amp and two 10 amps. Okay. We have also here the high voltage stepper motor connection. These two. You have the main connection here, heated bed and hot hand. Two thermistors and four PWM fan controllers. One extra controller here, but this one is fixed. It's not PWM. You can control the voltage of these PWM fans on this jumper. Okay, 5 volts, 24 volts. Depend in the position of the jumper, it will change the voltage of the PWM fans. 4 end stops, mechanical end stops. If you decide to use a mechanical end stop, you have to install them on these connectors. On this last connector, you can place the runout sensor for the filament. 4 stepper drivers. This is the M4P because it has 4 stepper drivers. BIGTREETECH has 2 other boards that are called the M5P for 5 stepper drivers and M8P for 8 stepper drivers. Please refer to the manual for the stepper drivers configuration. BIG3 has made a great job explaining the configuration of the stepper drivers. It supports a very good range of stepper drivers, so go there and check the configurations. You will configure on these jumpers here the SPI or warp mode. These jumpers back here are for stepper drivers power, and you can power directly from the board, okay, or from the high voltage port. If you have on the right, it's from the board, from the main. If you have on the left, you will have the high voltage. Okay, the drivers will be powered from the high voltage. Then this board have also the sensorless option. You can activate the sensorless homing option by putting some jumpers on these ports. Depending on the access you need the sensorless, you will have to put the jumper. These are the access ports. These two are the Z-axis ports, so double Z-axis. You can connect on this board two RGB strips, one here and one here. You can connect on here on this SPI port. You can connect the ADXL 345 accelerometer. That is what people is using for input shaping. I want to try that, of course. GPIO pins. These pins, they will be different depending on the module you are using here. If you use the CB1, please refer to the BIGTREETECH manual for the pinout. If you use the CM4 from Raspberry Pi, refer to the Raspberry Pi manual for the pinout. They are different depending on the module you place here. Can connect one camera and one display, SPI display, and one camera. Okay. Reset button, another USB Type A port, two XP connections here for the LCDs. On the back of the board, we can see one micro SD card slot here and one SD card slot. So the micro SD card slot will be for the Klipper. In this case, I will use the CB1 that don't have the eMMC chip, so I will have to use the SD card. I will try to get a fast SD card or medium SD card. Uh, the SD card that we're gonna place here is for the to upgrade the firmware of the board. Okay, the construction of the board, it seems very well made. I think you can see my chip STM32G0B1. Let's focus. Let's try to focus the board so I can show you the build quality. The build quality of this board seems very good, I must say. Let's hope that the performance are so good as the quality it shows from the building. So yeah, the board, it seems to be very well built. So this is the Manta M4P. About the performance, I don't know anything yet. I have to try uh, the board and see if it performs okay. I will do this in show you in the videos how to install the Klipper, update the firmware, install the drivers that I will use. I have ordered 2209s for this test, so I will place them here on this board. And yes, guys, this is all I have for the moment. I will add the links for the manual of this board in the video description. Um, and if you like to help the channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for your time. See you in the next video. Bye bye.